Hi everyone, thank you for tuning in to tonight's remote view. And tonight's remote view is called Trump is Broke. I want to talk a little bit about I want to recap some of the previous remotes we've done. If you're new to the channel, hopefully this will help bring you up to date about some of the work we've been doing using heart-centered remote viewing. So I just want to review some of that. But when you are a heart-centered remote viewer, you are basically using a technique where sensitive people and empaths are trained to become professional empaths. And one of the things we do is we do a technique which is similar to professional mediumship training. We put ourselves in the shoes of the other person. An empath can theoretically, when they do that, feel the emotions and see the things that exist in the world of the person that they are attempting to connect with. A couple of years ago, when I was asked to go in and connect with Donald Trump, one of the things I felt one of the things that I had seen when I went into the energy was that this individual was most likely broke. One of the ways that I got into the information was through Alan Weisselberg. And in that remote view, connecting with Alan Weisselberg, the accountant for the Trump organization, he had said that basically Trump was broke. And people want to know where a lot of the money is going, the large sums of money. A lot of the large sums of money from that remote view, if you go back and take a look at it, that money was going to pay employees to keep the doors open for Durango and several other properties, Scotland, etc., his golf course in Scotland. It was costing him, based on what we could see at the time, millions of dollars to keep the doors open for several of these properties. And so he was money laundering. He was hiding money for the mob. And he was also taking large sums of money and he was funneling into basically using these properties to money launder and to hide money for the mob. So basically, in answer to the question, why does Trump need all this money? It's because he owes a lot of people money, but also the money goes directly into these properties that are costing him literally millions and millions and millions of dollars to keep open, just to pay the staff to keep the lights on for these various different properties, casinos, etc., that eventually had to close down. He lost a lot of money, and then also attempting to sell businesses that were devalued also cost him quite a bit of money. And so the entire thing was basically fake. And now that his accounting firm is probably cooperating with investigators, a lot of this stuff is going to come out. But basically, he's broke. I wanted to take a moment also to just clarify what we mean when a practitioner of HCRV, a professional empath, does a profile. It's very similar to what a medium does. A medium will, I think it is mediumship. She or he will go into a trance state and a kind of possession takes place. But in the case of HCRV, you never really lose control. You're not out of control. You're very much in control during the process of merging with the target. The idea, though, is that the empath should be able to completely become one with the target and feel the emotions of the target. I truly hope that Putin doesn't invade the Ukraine. It's a very scary time, what's going on. However, I have to say, as a professional empath, somebody who does profiling professionally, that it was my professional opinion, and recognize the fact that HCRV is not a perfect science, that based on the profile, if I were to write a report, this individual, it would have been out of character for him to have done something this aggressive with this kind of potential risk. However, things change. And there could be factors that we have to take into consideration that I may not know about or may not be, completely privy to. But based on this individual's previous behavior, based on how I felt when I connected with this individual, it seemed like it was unlikely. Again, it's not a perfect science. I could be completely wrong, but I just wanted to say that. So going forward, I think that the arc that we had talked about, I thought this was going to happen a lot sooner, but Mitch McConnell cutting the head off the beast, the Republican Party turning on Trump, this was based on following the energy. It just felt like this was the inevitable direction that we were going in. And regarding his accountants and the various things he was doing in order to hide his money and to keep various different properties open, the amount of money it cost to keep those properties open, I think a lot of that is now starting to come out. All right, thanks for watching this quick remote, everybody. If you're trying to get in to see me for a reading, you can contact me via the information below this video. Quick 5-minute questions, you can get those through Wizio. I think it costs $20. For longer readings, you can go to tarotwithwhimsy.com, or you can click on directly to my GenBook account, which the information is below. Thanks, everyone, and I'll see you tomorrow for Hot Topics at Thursday. I believe it will be the 17th of February. We'll be talking about some of the new events and anything else you'd like to talk about. That'll be tomorrow at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Take care, everyone, and stay safe and be well. Bye-bye.